The sun is still blazing over Bergen as we approach 6 p.m. local time. And now it's time for the women's 400 meters final, one of the most anticipated showdowns of the championships. Anna Prito steps in after a strong semifinal, all clocking a personal best of 52.27. She's in great form at exactly the right moment. Next, the defending champion, Yemi Mary John. She narrowly took the title 2 years ago in Espoo, and she's back to defend it. Henrietta Jaeger carrying the hopes of the home crowd, a huge talent, already tested on the biggest stages, world indoors. Maureen Bundes lines up with valuable championship experience and consistency at this level. From France, Alex Malik, what a breakthrough in the semifinal, smashing her personal best down to 51.67. That's a massive statement heading into this final. Great Britain's champion Lena Nielsen comes in with a 51.99 this season. She's a serious contender here. Another Brit, Rebecca Grieve, European U18 medley relay gold medalist, continues her rise and looks ready to challenge. From Sweden, Elin Westa, over 2 seconds faster this season than ever before. A huge leap forward, and she's bringing that momentum into this final. And back to Henrietta Jaeger, the standout on paper. A personal best of 49.62 coming into these championships, ranked among the very best this season. Only Femke Bol has been faster in Europe. But Jaeger has already raced the 200 semifinals earlier. Will that take something out of her, or has it sharpened her for this moment? She won't be thinking about anything else now. No thoughts of the 200 meters, all eyes on this moment, this final. Vesta, Grieve, Malik, Doe, Van de Schalt, Jaeger, John, and Prito. The lineup is set for the women's 400 meters final. 7 different nations have taken this title across the last 7 editions, and tonight that streak could continue. But Henrietta Jaeger has other plans, while Yemi Mary John is determined to hold on to her crown. They were separated by almost nothing in the semifinal, and here they go again. John on the outside in the purple of Great Britain, Jaeger just inside her, locked in, chasing, watching every move. Down the back straight, the pressure builds. Jaeger is right there, matching her stride for stride, and now she starts to push. Into the final bend, Jaeger drives forward. John tries to respond, but there's no answer this time. The World U20 champion is being reeled in, close and on home soil. Henrietta Jaeger is storming away. This is something special. Jaeger takes the gold in 49.74. A championship record shattered, a mark that stood for 20 years since Olga Zaitseva back in 2005. What a performance. What a competitor. Calm, composed off of the track, but when it matters most, she lets her running do all the talking. And there's still more to come from her. Later this evening, she'll line up again, this time with a chance to add a 200 meters medal to her championship haul. Yemi Mary John also comes away with a personal best, 50.50, a strong world championship qualifying mark. That's a huge result for her despite missing out on the title. Alex Stone, what a breakthrough run. She's taken her personal best from 52.1. This women's 400 meters final delivered exactly what the build-up promised. Intensity from the first step, a tactical battle followed through the first 200 meters, and a decisive separation coming off the final bend where the race truly broke open. At the center of it all was the rivalry between Henrietta Jaeger and Yemi Mary John, a rematch of 2 athletes who had already shown in the semifinal that there was virtually nothing between them. John, the defending champion, came in with experience and composure, while Jaeger carried the momentum of a breakout season and the pressure of a home crowd expecting something special. The opening phase was crucial. Jaeger reacted explosively out of the blocks, immediately positioning herself on John's shoulder. That early contact mattered. It forced John to run under pressure much sooner than planned. Instead of controlling the rhythm from the front or easing into her stride pattern, she was drawn into a direct duel from the very beginning. Through the back straight, both athletes looked controlled, but Jaeger's mechanics stood out, relaxed shoulders, efficient stride, and a clear sense of rhythm that suggested she was running within herself. John, meanwhile, was working harder to maintain contact than she had in the semi-final, a sign that the race dynamics had shifted in Jaeger's favor. Behind them, Alex Stone, produced one of the performances of the day. Her progression across the championships was remarkable, lowering her personal best significantly and transforming herself from a finalist into a medal contender. That kind of improvement in a championship environment speaks to strong execution under pressure, and her bronze medal was fully earned through consistency and composure. As the race approached the final bend, the decisive moment arrived. Jaeger began to accelerate with intent while maintaining form. No tightening, no visible struggle, just controlled aggression. This is where the race broke apart. John attempted to respond, but the gap that had been gradually forming suddenly became irreversible. The home straight confirmed the shift in momentum. Jaeger's strength endurance held firm while others began to decelerate under lactate pressure. The defending champion simply had no additional gear to match the surge, and the gap widened in the final 80 meters in a way that turned a close championship matchup into a clear victory. The final time, a championship record, underlined the quality of the performance. Breaking a mark that had stood for 2 decades is not just about peak speed, but about executing every phase of the race perfectly: start, distribution, and finish. Jaeger did exactly that. From a broader perspective, this race also marked a symbolic shift. 7 different nations had won the title in the previous 7 editions, and this performance extended that pattern while simultaneously announcing a new dominant presence in the event. Jaeger didn't just win, she imposed herself on the race in a way that suggested control rather than surprise. Yemi Mary John still delivered a strong performance overall, including a personal best and a world championship qualifying time, which confirms she remains at the top tier of global 400 meters running. But on this occasion, she was forced into reacting rather than dictating. In the end, this final was defined by one athlete taking control early, maintaining composure under pressure, and finishing with authority. Jaeger's victory wasn't just about speed, it was about race intelligence, timing, and the ability to peak precisely when it mattered most. Henrietta Jaeger is one of the most exciting rising stars in women's 400 meters sprinting, representing Norway. Known for her smooth running style, strong race intelligence, and powerful finishing ability, she has quickly developed into a major force on the international athletics stage. Jaeger first gained attention through her performances in junior competitions, where she showed exceptional promise and maturity beyond her age. Her breakthrough came as she transitioned into senior-level racing, consistently lowering her personal best and competing confidently against world-class opposition. A key moment in her rise came during a spectacular championship final in Bergen, where she delivered a stunning performance in front of a home crowd. In a highly anticipated showdown against defending champion Yemi Mary John, Jaeger executed a perfectly controlled race from start to finish, producing a championship record of 49.74 seconds and announcing herself as a major global contender. What makes Jaeger stand out is her ability to stay composed under pressure. She combines explosive acceleration with smooth form through the bend and remarkable strength in the final 100 meters. This balance of speed and control has made her one of the most dangerous 400-meter runners in Europe. Beyond her performances, Jaeger is known for her calm and reserved personality off the track, letting her performances speak for themselves when it matters most. With multiple international finals ahead of her, she is widely seen as one of the future faces of women's sprinting. As she continues to develop, the athletics world is watching closely, and many believe this is only the beginning of a dominant career on the global stage.